Hello everyone, and let's talk about SWTOR on Steam, and specifically why you shouldn't purchase a subscription via Steam, especially if you'd been having issues with your EA account. Buying a subscription on Steam was pointless because it just didn't give you the subscription time. Which is a bit weird. They take the purchase successfully take the money, they debit it from your account, but then don't give you the subscription time. And of course, Steam's policy on DLC and add-ons, which they class the subscription as, is no refunds, which is kind of in violation of the Consumer Rights Act 2015 when it comes to digital goods here in the UK. Again, digital goods must be fit for purpose, and I would make the argument that it is not fit for purpose. Again, you hit the subscribe, takes your money, takes the transaction was successful, Steam says. For me, then, if the transaction's successful, the subscription should be added to your account. I logged into my SWTOR account and I was still a preferred player. But this was an issue at the back end with EA's website. Steam did advise to contact EA's support. EA's support said, log a ticket in game. Now, in order to log a ticket in game for Star Wars The Old Republic, you gotta be a subscriber, which, was helpful, really. That's what EA support said. Yeah, just log a ticket in game. Thank you, EA. Eventually, we got our issue with EA, my EA account, sorted out. Basically, what happened is it reset the or it required a password reset on your EA account. Now, whenever you take out an account with SWTOR, you automatically got an EA account in the background, because I had my Origin account is different from my SWTOR account. So like, what are you doing? It's not doing my EA account. My EA account's with Origin. It's a different email address. Because I had issues initially with SWTOR when I first bought the game back at the end of 2011, I couldn't use my Origin account, and support sorted it out for me and got me set up on the new account. So I just decided, yeah, we'll go with the new account. That's what support advised me. They said, we can try and fix your old account that you played on the beta. That's why I don't have the founder, what's it called? The founder tag or the founder nameplate. What was it, the name? Not the nameplate, the title. That is, the title. I don't have the founder title because of this. Because we played beta on our Origin account, and then we had issues getting that set up. And again, after a discussion with support, they advised that you'd be better starting off again because our account had gone corrupt for some reason, and they could try and fix it. But I said, well, you know what? I want to play the game that I paid for at the time, so we'll go with the new account. So unbeknownst to me, they created an EA account. Whenever you create an account with SWTOR, you get an EA account in the background. So what happens with that EA account is it stopped accepting payments because it wanted you to reset your password, because apparently the password had become invalid. Didn't bother emailing you this. Thanks, EA. Great customer service there. Could have emailed me and said, look, reset your EA account password. It'll affect your payments for Star Wars The Old Republic. Would have solved a lot of problems there, because I first found out about it when I logged in and saw that I was a preferred player. I was like, hang on, my payments come out the 22nd of each month. So I looked at the payments. 22nd of June, payment successful. 22nd of July, no payment. There was no payment there. And so I was like, what's the deal with this? What is the deal? Why do they not want my money? Someone suggested, did you get banned? And I'm like, well, no, because I was still I'm still a preferred player. I could still log into the game. Couldn't really earn renown XP or anything like that, but I was still able to play the game technically as a preferred player. So I wasn't banned from the game. And yeah, my PayPal account, just always accepted payments. We had plenty of funds available. It wasn't a case of lack of funds. You would have got a message from PayPal if there had been lack of funds in the account. So plenty of money in the account. It wasn't that. EA just suspended your payments without telling you. It happened to quite a few people. You had to contact support and get the right to pay EA again. It's a bit weird, really. Don't they want your money, kind of thing? Like, why don't you want my money? To be fair, SWTOR on Twitter did help me out and point me in the right direction, so I managed to get that reinstated. However, the transaction from Steam it never got added to my account. I had to go to the website and subscribe again to get the subscription reactivated. So, of course, Steam's policies on this are no refunds. So I went to Steam and said, look, I've been able to get this sorted out. Again, no refunds offered. So when I buy my Steam games, I use PayPal. And PayPal comes out my bank account as a direct debit. So this is, in the UK, it's subject to the direct debit guarantee, which means if I'm not satisfied, I am entitled to a full and immediate refund on any purchase that I make under the direct debit guarantee. It's more with PayPal rather than Steam, because it shows on your bank transaction as PayPal. So what I did was I went to PayPal, opened a dispute with them. They contacted Steam, who declined to respond to PayPal. So PayPal said, look, they've not responded. Would you like to escalate this to a claim? And I said, yeah, okay. They've not responded. So PayPal opened my claim, and then PayPal found in my favor. So what happened was I got my $8.99 back. Very trivial amount, really, $8.99. Good job I didn't pick a longer subscription time, but yeah, they gave me it back. This was all after the 30-day period I'd paid for had long expired. This took more than 30 days to get back. I think the Consumer Rights Act says 2 weeks, but again, PayPal had to go through the escalation process because Steam didn't respond. And again, my transaction was with Steam, but PayPal sided with me, refunded the money. And then I log into my Steam account a few weeks later and I get a message that my Steam account is now restricted. We've effectively got a soft ban from Steam for issuing a chargeback for the $8.99 Star Wars The Old Republic payment. And it's like, well, yeah, you never delivered it. My point is, I paid for something, goods were not rendered. I paid for a service and the service wasn't rendered. So how can I? Of course I'm going to go and charge it back, and their policy was no refund. So my account is banned for 4 weeks. Well, I say banned, it's kind of soft banned on Steam for 4 weeks. And what I can do is I can still log into Steam, I can still play games on Steam, but what I cannot do is I can't buy games on Steam. I can browse the store though, weirdly enough. Why let me window? I can do window shopping on Steam. Won't let me buy anything. It won't let me add games to my Steam library. So I can't go buy something on like Green Man Gaming and then add the key to my Steam library. Can't do that. So thanks, Valve, for that. It's nice. I did complain to Steam, but all I got back, I just got stonewalled with their terms and conditions, which I shouldn't be issuing chargebacks. And it's like, yeah, but you did violate my consumer rights. So of course I'm going to go and issue chargebacks. And my point being that they were made aware of that by PayPal, and they did nothing. They didn't fight it. It's $8.99. It's nothing to me. It's nothing to Steam, but it is my money. And at the end of the day, they should, again, the Consumer Rights Act, again, the digital version of the Consumer Rights Act in 2015, under UK law states that goods sold must be fit for purpose. If it's not fit for purpose, I'm entitled to a refund within 14 days of that purchase. And my point is well being that I didn't benefit from that 30-day subscription in any way. Again, I paid for it. I never benefited from it. I had to go through EA to get it. I had to go to the SWTOR website and pick it up, get it again. So I'm a subscriber at the moment. Bit of an issue with, if there is issues with EA's payment systems, my point is that should Steam really be selling this product when there's so many issues with it? Because they are the vendor of that product. They are selling it on behalf of EA. So your transaction occurs with Steam. So you go to Steam kind of trying to fob you off and tell you to go to EA support, who were less than helpful. EA's online support. The support for EA over the phone was a lot more useful, I found, because they were able to get to the root of the problem and get it sorted for me. However, the Steam never ever put my 30-day subscription on. They never did that. So it was the transaction date was like the 25th of July, and as far as they were concerned, that was it finished. So we're now serving a nice little soft ban from Steam. I did complain to Steam support. I did say, is it worth losing a customer over $8.99? Steam apparently think it is, so I guess we just won't be buying anything on the Steam store again. Unless because we're going to get this. You trust someone once, and if they betray that trust, then it is a trust you got to have when you're making a transaction. I guess they don't want my money. I mean, you still have to use Steam. You can't not use Steam because I've got a library full of games, and I can. You're gonna have to use Steam at some point because most PC games use Steam. But I definitely won't be buying from the Steam store. I think we'll go to CD Keys or Green Man Gaming or something like that. I don't know if Steam get a cut of those sales. Hopefully they don't, really. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they only get the cut from the direct Steam store sales. But I definitely won't be buying anything again. Over $8.99, honestly, I'm quite surprised that... Would you want to lose a customer over $8.99? It means nothing to a billion-dollar corporation like Valve. I mean, I work in insurance complaints, and see if a customer said that to me over $8.99, I would just say, look, do you know what? I don't care about $8.99. We're a multi-billion-dollar company. We don't care about $8.99 that you owe us if you're, because if you spend a lot of money with us. I deal with like landlord complaints, and landlords tend to have multiple insurance policies with us for each property because we do like repair work for each property. They tend to have multiple properties, and if they're paying us, $2 or $3 grand a year, and we're having an argument over 10 quid, I'm not going to do that. It's a waste of time. You got to take the decision from a brand point of view, is what we're trained to do, and say, is it worth potentially, damaging our brand and damaging future business with this customer over a tenner? And, some people say, oh, the landlords are quite miserable. In fact, they don't want to pay anything that they can not get away with paying, really. But that's a little side note. There, I would decide I'm not going to have an argument with someone over 10 quid. I'm not going to lose a customer who's paying us, because you do pay. I think I probably have paid, a good couple of grand on Steam each year I throw into Steam. Certainly over the years, I've got over 400 products in my account, and, most of them are bought in sales, but I would say, I've definitely threw a good few grand over their way. I've been a Steam user since 2004, since Half-Life 2 came out. I've been a member of Steam, so I've used Steam for a good 16 years, and I don't think it's a good way to treat your customers. To be perfectly honest with you, I was disappointed at the customer service. I will be taking it to trading standards because Steam are just stonewalling me now. So I am gonna raise it with the regulator because they have to be regulated. They're selling digital products in the UK, so they are registered with trading standards, or they should be regulated by trading standards at least. And I will take that up with them and see what they say about it. But yeah, I'm disappointed. I'll still have to use Steam, I guess. You can't not use Steam and be a PC gamer. It's just the reality. Most games use Steam for the DRM, but I certainly won't be buying anything again from the Steam store. But anyway, that is all for this video. So the ultimate lesson is, don't buy subscription time for Star Wars The Old Republic on Steam. There you go. So anyway, thank you for joining me for this video, and we'll see you again soon, and goodbye.